When you think of school spirit, high school are the most popularized program in school. What comes to mind? You probably thought of football or athletics. Well, there is another program in school that is big and should be just as recognized as the rest. Hi, I'm Mandi, and I'm from Seale Middle School. Athletic programs in schools get a lot of attention, like getting money, pep rallies, recognition, and loads of support at their events. When money is available from the ISD or whoever, most of the time it will go to an athletic program or the school. With that money, they will get new football fields or baseball fields, like Midlothian just got. They will get new uniforms, new equipment, or new gyms in the school. Every week during football season, there is a pep rally to kick up the spirit for the athletes, such as football, volleyball, baseball, basketball, the cheerleaders, and the dancers. At most events, the student body is there cheering them on, the biggest one being football. Athletes, for the most part, are really smart and can keep their grades up because of the rule no pass, no play. With that, there are many scholarships that help the athletes get into the colleges they want and pay for most of it to all of it. It helps them so they may go on to play on professional teams. But what about the band? As being a part of band currently, I know that we rarely get recognized by the school when we've had an accomplishment. We are at most of the events the athletes have, but we often go unnoticed. But you don't realize because your attention is focused on other things. The band is a big program at various schools, starting from 6th grade and going all the way through college and even into some people's everyday careers. It's multiple instruments put together to play music and to entertain people, and there's many different ways to perform it as well. Band is a very skilled program. In band, you have to learn a whole new language, you have to learn the terminology of everything, you have to remember all the names and notes and where they are placed on the staff, how to play an instrument, how other instruments sound alone and in the pieces we play together, how to memorize the music. In band, we are underestimated. In marching band especially, we get told by some of the student body that it isn't a sport. But in fact, it is a sport. The definition for a sport is an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or others for entertainment. And that is what marching band is. In marching band, it is a big skill to get down. You have to synchronize well. There is many early morning practices, and there is so much physical activity and lots more. A few examples being how many steps to your next spot, what music goes with it, and sometimes having to make changes based on the people around you. With band not ever getting money when it is available, it is hard to pay for things. The equipment we need is very expensive. Our chairs are breaking, our stands are snapping, and our instruments are either old and rusted or broken and can't be played on, so many people have to share instruments. I asked the current band director at Seale Middle School how old their chairs and stands were. She told me they were 34 to 40 years old, as long as the school's been there. She said this year, our office administrator put in a proposal for them to get new stands and chairs, but the cost is going to be around $13,000 to get that equipment. But that's not just all. The bands are getting so big and we are doing more things that we don't have enough room to practice or have our concerts. The Midlothian High School stage isn't big enough for us to perform our concerts, so we have to use the big gym at Seale. Because of us using such a small space, the parents can't watch all 4 bands and support them all. The band has to perform for only their parents instead of all the parents, which makes our crowds look smaller than they could be. And what makes it look even smaller is that most of the student body never really comes to watch. But they couldn't, even if they wanted to, because we don't have room for parents, let alone bringing in more people just wouldn't work. Not only are other people not able to support the other bands, neither are the band members themselves. And we don't have room anywhere most of the time to practice in small groups or for beginner band to have everyday class. We have to use the foyer, the theater room, the yearbook room, the stage, and many other places in the school. For our events we as a band do, we never get noticed for our accomplishments. At football games, you are there to watch the game, but there are other children there to perform for you, to distract the other team, and to cheer on our football players. But when it is our time to shine, lots of people leave and not many people ever see the hard work we put into our halftime shows. We as a band don't get recognized, but a lot of the student body knows us as one thing. Can you guess? Band nerds. Because we are smart and can play an instrument. It has been scientifically proven that band members are known to be smarter than others, and that it increases your IQ by 7 points. We are smarter because it helps us memorize more things and for longer time periods, and changes the shape and power of the brain. It helps us, but because of this, it causes bullying. There is an article that says music students are more likely to be bullied than other children. Research found that music kids have a 39% chance of bullying, while other children only have a 30% chance. It says that if you're studying classics, the 3Bs should not be Bach, Beethoven, and bullying. And I think something needs to be fixed about all of this, because band is a thing people enjoy and love to be a part of, not for people to throw us around and call us names. And not just that, but our stuff might be expensive, but so is other things that the school is getting. And support isn't that hard to give the band members either. It's a great thing to be a part of and to do for a long period of time, because it is where you find your close friends. We do so much together and aren't afraid to be ourselves that it's like a close family. Solutions to all of this is simple, but it involves everyone's help. It is simple support from the student body. Before events or after, support us and tell us good luck or great job, because it gives us motivation thinking other people thought we sounded good. Or maybe once in a while, come to the events and cheer us on, because they are fun and sound great. Some money for band to get some new equipment and instruments. We have all these fields for these sports. How about a building close by for us to practice and perform at? So we have room, because we are getting so big and it is hard to fit in the band hall we are provided with, or to fit on the high school stage. And so we have more room for parents to watch and other people and the band members to watch the band performing. Maybe have some of the student body not to look at us as nerds or odd, to look like all of y'all, because we are just like you. And don't categorize us in these stereotyped groups people put us in. Mix us in with all the groups, because it makes us feel different and weird when we are told we can't hang out with certain people because of what we do and love. For the money issue, do 1 year it goes to athletes, the next it goes to the school, but one of the years have some of the money for band, because we have things that can be replaced or fixed up too. We are no different than the athletes, we just do it in a different, special way. Thank you.